Hey, my name is Angel, and today we're going to talk about health. I'm not no expert. This is just my average ass advice. And today, the subject for today is health. And the reason I wanted to make this video is because 2 days ago, I got a call, and one of my cousins decided to take their own life. She was found 2 days ago. Um, she decided to hang herself. She was 14, and we're gonna make sure that that does not happen to anybody else because I believe that we need to take care of each other, take care of ourselves, our physical health, our mental health, all of that. We gotta take care of it. And I didn't learn a lot of this stuff until I was going through it. So I wanted to give some average advice so that other people don't have to go through the shit that I went through, having to learn all this shit. Uh, but anyways, let's get to it. Physical health. Don't. How do I say? Basically, drink a lot of water. Uh, and take a lot of stairs. I don't know. Exercise. That's the number one thing. Exercise and drink water. Uh, that's the two biggest things I could tell you. If you have a physically demanding job, then maybe you can get away with not exercising. Otherwise, just go for a walk around the block, walk around the park. If you're up north or Midwest, I guess, like me, I'm from Chicago, so it can get cold. Maybe get a treadmill, get a gym membership. Obviously, with Rona, we're going to have to change some of that up. Mental health. That's what I wanted to focus on today. So, obviously, nobody knows what other people's mental health is like. So don't call people crazy. Don't call people names. Because, bro, let me tell you, I've seen other people really go through it. I've gone through it. A lot of us have gone through it. And that the old shit where it's like, oh, tough it out, be a man, gangster through it. Fuck that. I'm telling you right now, fuck that. Sometimes shit does get too hard. And sometimes you have to know some good coping mechanisms for when the shit does get hard. I mean, all right, good coping mechanisms. For example, if you like puzzles, it's relaxing, or Sudoku. I don't know how to do it, but some people do. Exercise, running, walking, meditating. Let me tell you, if you can get some good meditation going, understand all the shit that you're thinking, why you're thinking it, meditation is fantastic. Um, what else? Therapy. Therapy works. If you are scared of therapy and you say like, "Oh, I don't know nobody that went to therapy. I went to therapy." And granted, I'm a nobody, but still, that's one person that went to therapy and I stand by it until it's my time. Therapy is good. Therapy is always good. Unhealthy coping mechanisms to not do. Obviously, don't get wasted every day. I'm sure we know people that they can't function without getting high, or they can't function without drinking every single day. Unhealthy coping mechanism. Breaking stuff, unhealthy. Yelling all the time, not being able to control like anger. Anger is normal. Getting frustrated is normal. Being mad is normal. Being sad is normal. Not being able to control it with healthy coping mechanisms, that's not okay. And if you know somebody like that, you got to talk to them because they could be going through it right now. They could be stressed about Rona, stressed about money. One of their family members died. Maybe they lost their job. People go through it all the time. And Not everybody knows perfect coping mechanisms. And sometimes people do know and people forget. We're normal. We're human. People forget. I forget so much shit. My girl gets mad at me. Unhealthy coping mechanisms. What else? I think that's a lot of them. Uh, Always try to be present. Try to work through your emotions. Work through the frustrations. Work through the pain. Because there was a lot of times where, I mean, we've all gone through it and thought that this shit was gonna last forever, and it never does. Not one time did this shit last forever. Another thing that I used to do a lot when I was going through it, or when I was like really, really sad, would be call a friend. Call one of the homies that you know, that you trust, or one of your family members where it's like, bro, we're more than family. Like, I don't even know what to say. Call somebody when you're going through it because that shit will definitely help. There's a few people that, like one of my uncles, no matter what the hell is going on, whether he believes anything that I'm saying, he's a beast and he's always understanding. Um, yeah. I'll just leave it at that for right now. Suicide Hotline. Logic put out that one song, and it's true. A lot of people had no idea. It's in case anybody does need it, it's 1-800-273-8255. If you're ever really going through it, just call it. Just talk. I mean, if nothing else, call Dell Tech Support. I don't know. Call that hotline if you need to, basically. Because if you got to talk to somebody, just talk to somebody. They're professionals. So I wanted to tell a story. And I'll tell you the moral of the story after. So when I was 9 years old, I went to a new school, and there was a dude there named John. And he was a year older than me, and every day in after school care, he would bother me. He would make fun of me, he'd poke me and shit, do every single thing he could to bother me, right? And me, I never experienced that before. So the only way I knew how to respond was to scream at the top of my lungs. Basically, I would just yell like "stop," way louder than that, right? And this guy, he thought it was fucking hilarious. I don't know what he was thinking at 10 years old, but his ass thought it was hilarious, and he would do that every day to get the same reaction out of me. And he would do that for the entire school year. And then at the end of the year, I guess he transferred somewhere else or he went to a new school. And then high school came, and I was a sophomore. I think I was either sophomore or junior, and I ran into him. I guess he transferred into my school, and he ran up on. Well, he didn't run up. He walked up to me. He saw me, and he was like, "Oh, hey, Angel, do you remember me?" And I was like, "No, I don't remember you." And he was like, "It's me, John. John last name." And I was like, "Oh, hey, what's up, dude?" And he was like, "Oh, nothing. Like, I go to this school now." And I was like, "Okay, cool, man. I'll see you around." Fast forward a couple of weeks, 3, maybe 4 weeks, actually. Um, it was during lunchtime. I remember this vividly. It was during lunchtime, and I was just roaming the halls like I usually do, not giving a fuck. I'm a good student now. Swear. And I see John sitting by himself. And it was like in a corner of the school, like away from everybody, away from the lunchroom, away from the front door, the back door, all the doors. And he was just sitting by himself. And I realized that he had no friends at this school. And in that moment, I was like, man, fuck John. But thinking back, I do feel a little bad because, I mean, he was at a new school with no friends. Like, that shit is depressing. And the reason I wanted to tell that specific story of my life is because I want you to understand that shit changes. Shit will always change. Whether you're going through it right now or you go through it in the future, shit will always change, and sometimes there is nothing you could do about it. For example, you could slip on a piece of ice, break your leg, and now you can't walk for 8 months. And you know what? Nothing you could do. And then you get better, and you try not to do that shit again. So shit will always change. If you're going through it, things will get better. Always understand that all you could really do is be humble, take shit a day at a time, be present in the moment. Take a few minutes to yourself and just remember the good times, remember the bad times. And then once you're done, go back to being in that moment. Because I don't know, it's cliche, but it's true. Like, all we got is whatever moment we're in. Because, a piano could fall from the sky and we're gone. And we're not here forever. So rest in peace to my cousin. Nobody ever knows what other people are going through. I don't know what you're going through. You don't know what I'm going through. Understand, though, that everybody does have problems. Every single person on the planet. And everybody has different kinds of problems. And some people are better equipped to handle, one thing versus the other thing. Focus on yours. Focus on you and yours. Focus on your team, your family, your friends, coworkers that you see every day. Because a lot of people are going through it, man. Or woman. Or non-binary. Or whatever. I don't know. Someone's going to explain that to me one day. Because I don't understand it. No one's sat down with me. So, yeah. Bless. God bless you. God bless everything and everybody. Peace.